I'm telling you this right now. You're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs.
I'm not going to do this again.
The following report is based on official police records, and the footage has mostly never been seen before until now. It's just after 9:45 a.m. when 911 begins receiving texts from someone named Lily Lee Combs.
Listen, y'all gotta keep your eyes on your kids a little bit closer. This story right here is a little bit different. We got an 11-year-old trying to prank someone with 911 or something of that nature, and let's just say the turn of events did not turn out the way she expected. Sit back and react with your boy as we go ahead and react to this body cam footage. Don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. It'll only help YouTube push this out on the algorithm. Let me stop wasting your time. Let's see how this is about to play out right here. Don't forget, even though we consider 911 being a joke at times, this right here was no joking matter. Let's go.
Someone saying they were behind a car. Their friend was kidnapped from a Chick-fil-A in Palm Coast, and they were on the interstate behind the car.
Everything on your phone is telling me that you made a phone call 911.
But I didn't talk.
Because you did something stupid.
I'm not going to the car!
Here, Amanda. There's that. Hey.
On July 26, 2023, dispatchers in
Got
Volusia
real
County
quick.
receive urgent 911 texts from a driver who claims to be following an armed kidnapper's van on the interstate. When they trace the phone, however, they learn the messages are coming from a residence in Port Orange, turning a plea for help into an unexpected lesson in consequences. She claims to be following a kidnapper's van on the interstate, and updates are still pouring in. Volusia County deputies, multiple area police departments, and a helicopter join the urgent search. When they fail to locate the van, a deputy tries calling the phone number that's been sending the text messages.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Is this the... What's your name? Can you hear me? Hello?
This one she said she didn't
Trying to
talk.
reach the person that called 911.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? Oh, shit, I'm on.
Please leave your message for 3.
She turned the phone off.
It says, RP confirming they are in a blue Jeep. Victim is in a white van. They can see they are being restrained through the windows. At the turnaround?
A new text message comes through, including a detailed description of the suspect, who's described as having brown hair and blue eyes.
How is she behind him? She's seeing this happen and she knows what color eyes he has. That's weird. brown hair and blue eyes, but she's behind him. Like,
If she was saw the incident or witnessed the kidnapping, or how would you even be following them and know any of this?
yeah, RP confirming they are in a blue Jeep, victim in a white van. Of course it's a white van. Like, it just...
They're
Yeah.
on a goose
I'm
hunt
not
right
saying
now.
this by any means, but it's just...
Yeah.
I've had calls like this before.
Their suspicions about the text messages are all but confirmed when a GPS trace on the phone comes back to a residence in Port Orange, indicating the texter is not traveling on the highway as they claimed. Deputies quickly head to the residence to investigate.
Hi there, how you doing? Is this your residence, sir?
This is.
Do you have a daughter or a child at the home named by Lily Lee?
No.
No?
Anybody home?
Yeah, my wife, my kids. We just got home from Pennsylvania. I have an Ava and a Mikey.
I have an Ava and the Mikey.
Yep. Would you like to see them?
The deputies
I
follow
wouldn't
him to
have
his
did all that.
house, where he informs his wife what's going on.
There was a 911 call?
Yeah, so somebody called in, or, well, they texted.
Sorry, I'm in my pajamas.
No, it's fine.
You're fine.
Someone texted into 911 that someone was getting kidnapped and they were on the interstate, but then when they went and did a location on the phone, the address was showing up here.
As their daughter Ava steps into the garage, her phone rings. The deputy answers it, leading to a shocking conclusion.
Hello? Hold on. Who's this?
Volusia County Sheriff's Office.
Alright, cool. This is Deputy Asby, the Sheriff's Office.
Oh, good. You got her.
Yep. Alright.
Oh,
Jeez.
okay, is her dad home?
Yep. I got both her parents here.
Yeah, we're going to ask the sheriff to go away in a second.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
What happened? I'm so...
Let me see this phone.
Yeah, so all these other numbers.
She ain't never gonna have
So
a
there's
phone
a
again.
phone call out to 911.
There's a phone call out to
Yeah.
Right there.
911? What time?
That's her
There's one
call.
right
That's
here.
her calling it.
There's 911 again right there.
This phone was called.
These numbers calling back in are no caller ID.
You did.
Well, there's 3 different times of 911 was called out from this phone.
9:30 a.m.
Yep.
That was the initial call.
Twice.
But I didn't mean to call that because I. But you did.
Reports show that the number
She ain't mean to call it. Yeah, she keeps sending a text message on the description of who knows who. Imagine they would have really pulled the wrong car over and went crazy on the car. You understand me? I'm talking about pew pew pew. Imagine that right there. I'm not gonna lie, I guarantee you 100% she saw something like this on YouTube. How much you wanna make a bet? They got a lot of these pranksters that they just do the unbelievable, the unthinkable with no repercussions. You understand? So now she's gonna learn. She's definitely gonna learn.
belonging to Ava dialed 911 at 9:30. When asked where the emergency is, a female identified as possibly a juvenile responded, "I'm sorry, I dialed the wrong number." The same phone number would later begin texting 911 to report the kidnapping.
I never even knew you could
When
text
did-
911.
I'm just
That's
so
crazy.
confused. I'm sorry. When did you got a message about an interstate?
So there was a text message from someone saying they were behind a car.
Could I call this
Who
back?
was kidnapped.
That's
Their friend was kidnapped from a Chick-fil-A in Palm Coast, and they were on the interstate behind the car.
What time is this? Today?
This is this is today. This
Oh,
is
we
actively
got
going on
home
right
at
now.
2:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So we were here the whole time since 2:30. We were on the interstate coming home from
everything's showing that
Pennsylvania.
Right.
you called
But
out.
we showed up here like 2:10, 2:15
Okay.
And we went to
but,
bed.
But these 911 calls
for this
out.
morning. You were calling 911? You were. Don't look surprised. You did.
She's
Did
like,
you-
I wasn't
Did they
calling
say
in.
anything to you?
What? I don't remember.
No one said anything to you?
Did you say, Ava, you have to explain what happened here. Something's going on. What did you know? What do you know?
Mikey, go inside. Ava, get your shoes on. Come out here.
I didn't hear anything. Call me and close the door. You're not in trouble. I just need to know what happened. I need to know and understand because this is like weird.
Because we got to make sure that there's not somebody that's being kidnapped on the
She
interstate.
acting
We're trying to find
surprised.
them. And all
Open
of
your
a
mouth
No,
if you said something on the phone.
Hey.
I didn't say anything.
Everything on your phone is telling me that you made a phone call on 911.
But I didn't talk.
While
Of
one
course not.
deputy
You was
heads to her
texting.
cruiser, she greets officers from the Port Orange Police Department who have just arrived at the scene.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, I was just trying to make heads or tails of that damn call. There's
Where's-
so many notes in it, my God.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out. We're with the parents and the daughter, and I guess
Okay.
the daughter did have. We pulled up the call log, and she did call 911.
So the whole armed kidnapping thing and all that stuff is bogus, or?
There was no text evidence when we looked through it, so I don't know if she deleted it real quick or if it's like through an app. Yeah, it seems it's probably just the swatting thing. She's like 10 years old, so
Wow, okay.
yeah.
While Ava's parents demand an explanation, deputies prepare to Mirandize the 11-year-old, who has yet to fully grasp the gravity of the situation.
You just lied to the police and mommy and daddy. You just lied to everybody.
You have 3 sheriffs here
Tell
for
them.
stupidity.
Tell them what you just said to us.
Open your mouth. I'm telling you, open your mouth.
I'm not doing all that.
And then we're gonna ask you
I'm
some
gonna reprimand my
questions.
kids, but I'm not doing that in front of the cops. I'm sorry.
How old are you, Ava?
All right, Miss Ava, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and to have the lawyer present during any questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before my questioning if you wish.
We're reading her rights. Because you did something stupid.
Right.
Let me explain something here, okay? You can cry about this. What you've done here is a felony, okay? It's a felony crime, and you probably had 20 law enforcement officers at least, a helicopter, and all running with lights and siren on high speed to try to apprehend or try to stop a serious forcible felony from happening. Do you know what happens if one of those officers crashes and gets killed on the way to responding to something that you did as a joke?
All right. One thing is, I don't condone what the little girl did. However, he's not gonna get into an accident. And why they always have to bring it to the most drastic measures ever? just to prove a point. We get it. But listen, she's 11 years old. There's a better way to make her understand what she did is wrong. She is not going to learn anything with this right here. This is going to make her a villain. She's going to hate you guys. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't like the fact that her parents were like going in on her like that in front of the cops. They could have waited till they leave for them to do all of this and really explain to her like what she did. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need an officer to tell my kid anything. You know, if you're going to arrest them or not, cool. But listen, I'm the parent over here. You relax. You don't put fear into my kid. We're not doing that.
So you better take this serious.
Under pressure from both her father and the deputy, Ava offers an excuse for her actions, which doesn't sit well with the deputy.
Ava, you need to tell the exact truth. I don't want a story. I don't care what it is. I want the exact truth.
You can't make this go away by being quiet. The only thing that's going to happen to you is you're going to end up in a pair of handcuffs going to our juvenile facility. I'm not going to mince any words with you. That's a very distinct possibility of what can happen here today. Don't look at your mother. She didn't have any part in this. This was all you.
Yesterday, I beat my brother. Said something that I know just made me pop in the head, and then I went to check and doing all this.
Was he part of planning this with you?
No, he just said it, and
What did he say?
he said, "What's 911?"
This is your brother?
Yeah, he said it this way.
You wanna get him?
Well,
Hey, what's wrong with these parents? Should I get them? Listen, I'm sorry my kids did something wrong, but I punished them, not you.
Was he with you when you made this call?
No.
Okay, was he with you when you made these texts?
No.
Okay, then you did this. You were on your own for this. And
That
if your
father
brother's
looked like he
7
gonna
years
whoop
old, you're
them
not
out.
going to blame your 7-year-old brother for this. This was all your decision. Okay.
To call 911 to do what? What did he say to call 911?
Just call 911. You could ask him.
So can I ask?
What if
was
he told you to
something
go up on the roof
YouTube
and jump
that you
off the
saw?
roof? Would you do that?
Oh, here we
What's the
go.
difference?
Deputies will soon discover the startling truth behind Ava's fabricated story. For now, Ava's mother raises concerns about recent questionable activity on Ava's phone, but it does little to impact the situation.
You know?
So I have something really weird with that phone. When we first got that, the phone kept ringing non-stop, ringing in to me. And I was picking it up and there was like people talking and like, I'm like, hello. And like non-stop, like, I mean, every 4 seconds there was a call coming in with random numbers and I didn't know them. And I was saying, block contact. Like as soon as we got that phone number.
Okay,
well,
that has nothing to do with what went on today.
Questions about her intentions lead to a harsh reality check.
Her mother seems a little slow or something. Both of the parents seem a little slow and out of touch with life. What are you talking about right now?
That has nothing to do with what went on today.
Questions about her intentions lead to a harsh reality check from the deputy, who forces Ava to consider the possible consequences of the false report.
What were you planning on happening out of this? Well, what did you think was going to happen when you said somebody was kidnapped and somebody had a gun? What did you think was going to happen? Well, did you have any thoughts about how much of the law enforcement resources in this area you were going to take up by doing that?
You act like she's an adult. Of course she don't know.
Right? Did you think of the men and women that have families at home that are driving 90 or 100 miles an hour with their lights and siren on, trying to save somebody who's a victim of an armed kidnapping?
You're becoming redundant, my boy. She get the point. She's scared.
Because you wanted to make a joke? Does that seem funny to you? Would that be funny if that happened? Because I can tell you that would be even more serious than what you're looking at right now.
You physically see your father walk up to sheriffs, military, everybody, thank you for your service. And then you do like this?
Though it wasn't captured on camera, reports state that
She's a
Ava
kid.
admitted to
She
getting
don't
the
know.
idea to prank 911 from a YouTube challenge, and a deputy
This is
attempts
funny
to
to
get
me,
more
but
details.
Where was
hopefully
this
she
video
learned her
that you
lesson.
saw?
You understand?
Where was it?
But she's a kid. Y'all
On
gotta,
YouTube?
y'all were all a
Do you
kid and
remember
did
who the
something
creator
reckless
was,
at
or
one
who the
point in your
poster
life.
was, what it was about? Any? What do you mean by all of this? This as in what?
See, I told
So it was
you.
a video about the Palm Coast Chick-fil-A. That's it. That's all the video was about?
She just did what she
Gotcha.
saw, that's
So,
all.
Yep. So you saw a video that somebody made about how fun it would be to call 911 or text 911 and say that somebody's got a gun, somebody's trying to get hurt. You thought it'd be fun to recreate that. Is that?
See, my thing is this. I can guarantee you too, whoever she saw, this channel probably preys on little children to click their videos. I guarantee you, whatever video she saw is not for people our age. You understand? Anybody like 19, 20 and up, it's not for them. It's probably for maybe like under 14 years old, the gullible. You know what I mean? Their brain is not fully developed, so they're gonna fall victim to things that they shouldn't, and they're gonna think it's okay because they can't think too far. They can't process that kind of, that mindset to know or say, well, you know what? I may be getting too many people involved in this that I shouldn't have to. She can't think like that. She's only 11 years old. You understand?
Is that what you're telling me? Okay.
However, Ava is about to realize an apology won't be enough to escape the consequences. Meanwhile, one deputy reveals that he was able to reach Ava by phone just before their arrival and got a less than friendly response from the young girl.
She can't go to jail though. She's 11.
27 minutes, she lied to the dispatcher or the call taker over text, and then when I caught her up, she told me to F myself and stop responding.
Cut her up?
Like, got her caught up. Like, hey, you know what's up? The jig's up.
That's when she started doing more text.
Based on Ava's statements, deputies decide there's enough probable cause to arrest Ava and prepare to take the 11-year-old into custody.
At home.
Here, Amanda. Here, stop. Hey.
Yeah, we see how she's gonna be reacting when she gets older.
Deep breath.
Listen carefully.
Let me know.
Don't make this.
She's gonna come out there. No, she'll be out there.
She is going to hurt herself right now. She's not going to. Don't prevent her. So stop. Listen to me. What's your Ava? Ava. Stop struggling, okay? They're not going to hurt you. Yeah, they're not going to hurt you. Listen carefully what's going to happen here.
That
No one's
property
going
is
to hurt you.
huge. I'm not gonna
You're
lie.
going to sit
I
in
got
the
a lot
car
of
for
acres.
now, okay? If you go somewhere, what it's going to involve is taking pictures, taking fingerprints, and then they're going to call your parents to come and get you. So don't make the situation any worse. They'll be up shortly after that.
Go in the car?
No, you can't go in the car.
You can cuff me if you have to.
It just can't happen.
I'm telling you this right now, you're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old, that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs.
I'm not going to do this again.
Ava is placed into the back of the police car, where her father delivers a few hard truths.
I'm just warning you, you're not going to sit for a couple hours. They're going to be bringing you into a building, fingerprinting you, doing all sorts of stupid Your life just changed, kid. Over a phone call, your life just changed.
Minutes later, the reality of the situation continues to have an emotional impact on her parents.
This is the best punishment for her right now. Sucks for us, but this is the best thing for her because she's bouncing in it.
It sucks for us. I work my off with you to keep this kid doing stuff normal like we did as kids, and this is the she does.
Relax, buddy.
According to a statement from the Volusia County Sheriff's Office, 11-year-old Ava was charged with making a false police report concerning the use of a firearm in a violent manner, a felony, and misuse of 911.
I don't know. It hurts to see her go to jail. Like, I know I shouldn't get, it's a soft part of me that's saying, wow, this is just crazy. You understand what I'm saying? You see how little she is? Not even only that, you know, I guess when you have a kid, you have a daughter, you just put her in her position. I don't know why our brain works like that, but I'm just like, wow. I couldn't even fathom this right now being my child. You understand what I mean? Whoa, they got a lot of healing to do. A lot of healing.
A misdemeanor. After being processed at the Family Resource Center, she was later transferred to the Volusia Regional Juvenile Detention Center in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Sheesh.
An experience she is unlikely to forget.
My thing is, she didn't really do nothing like crazy. You know, I mean, it was dumb. I can't lie. It was really dumb. You know what I mean? But she's 11 years old. What do you expect? But hopefully she learned a lesson and she'll never repeat something like this for real. Because, listen, at 11 years old, seeing the county jail, the juvenile facility is no joke, man. Them kids are outrageous, running crazy. Hopefully she learned a lesson and she would never repeat something like this. Go in the comments, run it up, flood it up. Let me know what you would do if this was your child. See you in the next one. Don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel.